So what's the psychology to negotiating? It's making two parties feel like they've won. Okay, that's the whole trick, is making two parties feel like they've won. You guys are in the middle, and you got to remember that. You got to keep yourself in the middle as the salesperson. Okay, the moment the customer feels like it's you against them, the wall goes up. Okay, the wall goes up. Okay, and that's why we use words like we, you, referring to the customer, never I. It's not about what I want, because as soon as I start saying I want, can you help me do this? Now all of a sudden it's you and the customer against each other. Does that make sense? So it's we, us, being you and the customer. The bad guy is the dealer, the guy behind the desk. Okay, so remember that. Key to negotiating is making two parties feel like they've won. You have to keep yourself in the middle to do that. Don't use words like I. That's not gonna help you. Okay, so when it comes to negotiating this pencil inside, which is step 10, where does that really start? In order for me to work this pencil effectively, where does that start? It starts way before that.
Outside.
Where outside?
Way back. You tell them. You come back, I'm going to tell you what it takes to buy.
There's a big clue right on the board. Okay. Step 3, guys. In your investigation, okay? There's things you're going to find out right now that you're going to use later. If I don't find out up front in step 3, who's the lucky one getting a new car today? And when they get to step 10, the write-up, if they're going to try and escape, what's the first escape they're going to use? What was that, Adam? What back door are they going to use? I need somebody. Let me talk to my wife. Let me talk to my husband. Let me talk to my brother, my mother. There's always somebody missing because I didn't find out up front who's the lucky one getting a new car today, right? That's your very first question. After your meet and greet, you do your hello, so forth. Welcome to our store. Boom, boom, boom. By the way, who's the lucky one getting a new car today? Their guard's down. They're going to raise their hand, okay? Fantastic. Do you already got something picked out, or do you want to look at our inventory? How many of them got something picked out already? 90%? Nobody just drives here and says, I want to look at what you guys have. It's too far out of the way. That's the beautiful thing about being a rural store. You came from Future Ford. You guys have people all the time just swinging in, don't know what they want because it's right on a main street that gets 100,000 people drive by every day, right? This is a rural store. People, it's a destination store. People come here with a purpose. They also verify online or call our BDC to make sure that we have it before they drive down here. So 90% of our people know what they want. You already got something picked out, or do you want to look at our inventory and see what we have? No, I saw online you guys got such and such. Okay, great. That's right over here. What is it about that one that jumped out to you? What is it about that car you like? Right? Now they start talking. I'm doing active listening. I'm making sure they understand. I'm hearing what they're saying. Am I picking up my closing tools right now? Okay, guys, we always say there's two ways to sell cars, right? It's value or price. If I don't pick up what's valuable and get my leverage in step 3, what am I left with to close this car deal? Price. That's it. That's all I have left. If I don't have the tools to get value and get bumps, I'm only left with price. And then it's the chopping act. What if we split the difference? What if we split that difference? What if we split that difference? What if I split my commission? Right? Value or price. Okay? What is it about that one that jumped out to you? What do you like so much about that car? Their guard's down. They're going to be talking. Okay, great. And how long have you been thinking about getting a new car? Why is that an important question? Not only that, but when it comes here, their first way out is always somebody's missing. Their second way out is I just started. Right or not? So I'm eliminating these way outs. I'm getting my leverage right now, and I'm eliminating those back doors when it comes time for them to want to escape. Okay? Why would they throw that at me? Why would they go through the whole process and then go, well, Curtis, this is first place I've stopped. I'm just getting started. Can I go think? Why would they do that? Maybe they don't like what they see, but a lot of times too, it's just it's human nature to procrastinate. We want to put things off as long as we can for whatever reason, especially when it comes to spending money, right? I use the toothache example all the time. We wait until we can't chew on a gum before we go to the dentist, even though we knew a month ago this was going to be a problem. And we wait till we have to call in sick to work to go to the dentist, right? We like to procrastinate, Okay, so when I have this leverage and I get these tools up front, I can simply put it back on the customer and keep the deal moving forward. Okay, so this is where your write-up actually starts. So that way when they go, Curtis, this is the first place I've stopped, I can go back on them and say, Reyes, earlier when we were talking, you told me you've been looking for about a month and this was the perfect vehicle. I'm not gonna call them on it to embarrass them, but I'm gonna give them a way out. I'm gonna say, I don't think you need more time to think about it. I think there's just something on this piece of paper that I need to fix for you. Am I right? Get them back to the piece of paper, okay? So these are some of your keys when it comes to closing deals, guys. Keep yourself in the middle, okay? Always bring it back to the sheet, okay? It's always come back to here. This is what you have control of. This is what you can negotiate. So I always bring it back to what's in front of me. I don't chase ghosts. I don't care who's missing or what other car we want to look at, or a month from now I'm getting a sell. If it's not in front of me, I don't care about it. I bring it back to the sheet. Does that make sense? Okay.